What's up there, fellas? How you doing? Omo, how far? Charlie, how you day? To my Labron Pekine, my Pekine was all yo. How you doing, eh? Welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Let's get into it. A lot has been going on today. I don't know. A lot has been going on. It's all kicking off. So, Simmons, yeah, this guy we've been behind for the past, what, month, 2 months, yeah? Finally, Chelsea have agreed personal terms with Xavi Simmons. There we go. You see, I'm doing the whole Fabrizio thing, right? Here we go, there we go. Well, personal terms have been agreed between Chelsea and Xavi Simmons, so that's good news for every one of us. And the player is focused on Chelsea, just Chelsea alone, right? And Chelsea is trying to make sure the deal gets done. And like we have said numerous of times, that within the discussion there are other players that are discussed, but it's not like it's gonna be an immediate swap deal between Chelsea. When I say immediate, like just one-to-one swap deal, maybe this player go the other way and the other player go the other way. No, so we discussed Nkunku going the other way, but everything is being discussed separately. So personal term is agreed between Simmons and Chelsea, right? And the player want Chelsea want the player. Chelsea is working on it, but like I said, Chelsea is focusing on outgoings, and then once that happens, but we will get to the outgoings in a minute. But yeah, and apparently Man City trying to ruin things for us. Listen, watch out, yeah, Man City. If you don't know what's good for you, just back off. Just go somewhere else. Don't mess the thing around for. We've been behind this guy for the past month or 2 months, right? You just want to come in and come ruin it. Don't do the Liverpool thing with us, right? Liverpool were after Casado. They came in with ridiculous amount of money trying to ruin it. If you mess around, yeah, Man City, behave. But Man City is interested in the player, but the player is already keen on Chelsea move. He wants Chelsea move, right? Which is good news for us, and which is good news for the whole negotiation as well. So hopefully Chelsea can get this done before, let's say, our next game. Not the game against Crystal Palace, but before the window shut down. So hopefully they can get done. So let me know your thoughts about that, guys. And we move Garnacho, right? We know Garnacho agreed personal terms with Chelsea. That was never a problem. And but right now the problem is mostly between Chelsea and United. United won 50 million and Chelsea want to pay 30 million, right? So there were I think the stalker, and I think Chelsea's trying to maybe include other players in the negotiation as well. Maybe some player go over there, considering Chelsea have, I don't know, an army of players to get to dispatch. So maybe some of them can go the other way, and then Garnacho can come. But so they're looking at all of that. The discussion is going on, but the player only wants Chelsea, and he made it clear to United, Chelsea, or I stay and do nothing for the next 6 months, 9 months, right? So it's in the hands of United right now. They can't really do much about it because, like I said in previous video, the player wants Chelsea, right? And that's the only place he wants to go. It would be foolish of United to just keep him, knowing fully well they can sell him, I don't know, for 30-35 million to Chelsea. And now he's off your books. He's, you don't have to deal with him no more, right? But now if you keep this guy, he's just going to be saying you're going to be paying him money while he sit there and do nothing. And so yeah. But that's the latest on Garnacho. Let me know your thoughts about that. And then we to Jackson. Nicolas Jackson, like it's been reported that he and Chelsea have agreed to part ways, right? So we all know Jackson is leaving. We all know Nkunku is leaving as well. And not just them, but other players we know are for sure leaving. But like the like of Sterling, Chilwell, Renato Vega, the list goes on and on. But with Jackson, which is reported that Newcastle have been talking with the camp of Jackson, so they are in negotiation, and Jackson is keen on the move, right? I made a video where I talk about how he could fit in Newcastle's squad. As much as I think he would suit United better, but United have gotten Sesko. Now Newcastle is keen on Jackson, and I think it will be a good move for him and Newcastle as well. And Habibi, money, bring the money, 60 million, yeah, bring it. But if they can bring the money, we happy. So Jackson to Newcastle, watch out for that. That's something that could happen according to the news. Fabrizio, Ben Jacob, and all of those guys reporting that there's something that could happen. So watch out for that, and good luck to Jackson, good luck to Newcastle, and let's see how this works out. And with Chelsea again, Chelsea, I know there are numerous of people wanting, like for me, myself, and other fans, we want Chelsea to go in the market for center backs, right? Considering Chilwell is out, I don't know, Wesley not fully fit. And we just saw Chalobah also left the game against Milan as well. So we're looking, most of all, deem it necessary that Chelsea go into the market and get new players and stuff, new center back and stuff like that. But it is reported that Chelsea are not doing that. They're not interested in going in the market. They're not entering the market for a new center back or anything in that area. So they're just keeping it, as it is. They trust the player they have. They trust Tosin, they trust Chalobah, they trust West. So those are the three main center back they have. Bade Deshi is also there as well. So they're trying to work with what they have until Colwell can come back as well. But hopefully it all work out. And honestly, I do trust those people as of now. Chalobah, Tosin, West. We all know what West can do when he's fully fit. And Chalobah, there's confidence there. And I talked about Tosin yesterday, that the composure he has on the ball. And one thing he used to do in his game was finding Palmer in that pocket, right? Like those low ground driven ball. Like he used to do that a lot last season at some point. And I think almost all Chelsea center back can do that, so which is good. But let's see how his season goes. And goalkeepers, Chelsea are not looking for any goalkeepers as well. I know Donnarumma, is rumored to be going to the Premier League. Some people think he's going to go to Chelsea, but it is reported that Chelsea are not in the market for any goalkeeper, not even Donnarumma. And I think maybe that could be the fact that Marc Mignon could be available in January, so Chelsea could take advantage of that, right? So not going in for a goalkeeper, that you kind of cancel that, and then you have Sanchez that you can manage with at least for the next 6 months. If Sanchez doesn't decide to go full Sanchez on us, I think he's pretty good, because I don't have problem with Sanchez when it comes to shot stopping. Like he's good, but the problem is that when you have to use his feet, then where the mistakes are. He start giving the balls to opponents and stuff like that, and it's usually the causer. But other than that, I think he's fairly good. But yeah, that's the latest about that in terms of Chelsea going out for a goalkeeper or a center back. Apparently, that's not happening, right? So let me know your thoughts about that. How do you feel? Do you think it's necessary? Do you think we have to go for either one of those players in for those positions, or a goalkeeper and a center back? So let me know your thoughts about that, and we'll move to other clubs. So let's see. Eberechi Eze, right? The England international is linked with a move to both Spurs and Arsenal. So Arsenal, we know, been interested since, and Spurs just entered the mix when the report of Maddison injury came about, or when Maddison got injured. So now they're looking at Eberechi Eze as a possible replacement for that, and he can play in that position, in that Maddison position, almost like a 10 on a winger, in that area. He can play there as well. So Spurs are interested, and Arsenal is also interested, right? Spurs, the player is keen on the move to Spurs, right? I think he's open to both clubs, to be honest with you. And I think it will benefit him wherever he goes. I think he will play a beautiful football, but the problem is that isn't gonna win a trophy, because he go into two clubs that have beef with trophies. They don't get along. They don't get along with silverware. So I don't know how he's gonna do. But now he's just from Crystal Palace. They just want two different trophy. From the end of the season, the FA Cup, and now the Community Shield. Is he gonna go to Spurs that don't really win anything, right? They got Arsenal that, jeez, let's not talk about that. But you see, so he's linked with those two clubs, but now the release clause doesn't exist anymore. So it's expired. So now it's just club to club negotiation. So there's nothing to trigger. So now, as before, Arsenal could have just gone and then triggered the release clause and then you call it a day. Now it's not there anymore. So Crystal Palace, I think, probably going to try to get a little bit more than what the release clause was, and that might make the deal a little bit more difficult. So we're looking to see what happened with that. But you never know. You never know. Maybe he could go to Spurs. If he go to Spurs, Arsenal should just, I don't know, give up everything. Jeez. They should just give up everything. But that's the latest with Eberechi Eze and Arsenal and Spurs as well. And Spurs, like I mentioned yesterday, is also linked with Savinho, so they are looking at both players as well, right? Eberechi Eze, like I said, could be possible replacement for Maddison since that he's injured. Then maybe Savino could also be another winger, considering the exit of their captain's son. So that could be, you know, what they're trying to do, and I think that's brilliant for Spurs. As much as I don't like them, those two signings will be a pretty good addition to their team. But hopefully it doesn't happen. None of them goes, right? Hopefully none of them goes to Spurs or Arsenal. None of them. Just stay where you are. You're doing good. You are doing good. If you didn't know, let me tell you right now, you are doing good. Eze, you are doing good at Palace. Savino, don't leave Man City. Stay there, right? But we move to Liverpool. So Liverpool, we know there's the whole saga with, I would call it saga, but there's the whole drama going on with Isak, right? Newcastle want him to stay, right? But he doesn't want to stay. It is reported that even if Liverpool doesn't come in for him, he's not willing to stay. He's not willing to be integrated back into the team. So he's, at this point, he think his future with Newcastle is over. It's done. There's no more, whatever between him and Newcastle. At this point, he's calling it a day. He's calling it quit, right? So even if they don't come in for him, and he's not looking to go there. But the thing here is this. Like I told you that Virgil van Dijk said the other day that they need more attacker. There is still room for that. So it's that, and we also heard that Liverpool is looking to make another bid. So they don't, they're trying to respect Newcastle here as well. So if Newcastle open the door, there could be a potential bid from Liverpool as well. And I think the player is keen on the move. I don't think personal time going to be a problem, considering he really wants the move. And right now, only Liverpool is. I think this transfer is pretty much what's going on. Like every player, each team is going for. Like you get to see sometimes the player forces the money. And we might see that with United and Baliba as well. Like with the Baliba being keen on the move to United, and let's see what will happen with that. Because I feel that at this point the player for United to get him, he will have to do something on his part, because otherwise Brighton's gonna milk them. Brighton will get as much money as possible they can get for United. We all know the 112 million price tag. That's ridiculous. But with Liverpool again. So let's see what happens with Isak. Is it going to happen? But hopefully it does. And Liverpool are interested in Leoni and Guehi, right? They are interested in both players. They're observing the both of them to see what really happened with that. And they appreciate Guehi that play against them in the Community Shield. And Leoni as well, they have a good appreciation for the players, so they're trying to observe the both of them and see what they can do with it. And now Crystal Palace also trying to play the high game here, because Guehi, they don't just want to let him go for something cheap. He's their captain. He's an English international. Like all of this they add to it, so they want as much money as they can possibly get from him, right? So good luck to that. Let's see what happens with that. Good luck to Liverpool going in for him, and let's see what happens. And Crystal Palace also have to watch out here. This is the guy last season with them, and he's not willing to renew any contract or whatever. So let's see what happens with that. And lastly, Rodrigo to City. This starting to look like it could possibly happen, right? Man City is, have started to gain inquiries about the situation of the player, if he's available, if he would like it. Now, Rodrigo hasn't closed the door to City yet, right? Like, as Fabrizio reported, he haven't closed the move to City yet. He's open to it if City can come in and maybe make a deal done between they and Madrid. I think that might happen. Like I said previously, it will be definitely good for him, to go to City than to stay at Madrid right now, right? And I know he loves the club. I know Madrid fans would love to keep it. I know a lot of Madrid fans that actually do appreciate the player and actually do rate him highly. But I don't see him, I don't think he's staying right now will be beneficial to him or Madrid. So Madrid also open to the player depending on what the player himself wants to do, right? So which is interesting. But him going to City, we know Pep appreciate the player, and he's been on that wish list for, I don't know, for the past 2-3 seasons. He's been there, and I think it's going to be a good sign, because if you look at the previous window, right, with Man City, they haven't really been doing much of a signing, right? Like they brought Haaland, I don't know, two seasons ago, right? He helped them with the Champions League as well. But it's like in terms of addition to their squad, there wasn't much of that. If you look at the signing they brought in, most of them were more of a liability than they were of a help to the squad. Like Greenwood, not really, right? They brought in what's his name? What's the guy name? Kevin Phillip, right? Also liability as well, and then they were letting players like Alvarez go, Jacques Cancelo go, with already replacing them. So I feel like part of Man City problem last season had to do with fatigue, right? Like the players that they had were this almost the same player they have for the past 3, 4, 5 years, and been winning, the Premier League and now the Champions League, they're terrible. So it's like last season, I don't think they were absolutely terrible. I just feel the players as well was terrible, not terrible, but tired. Fatigue was kicking in, the muscles. Listen, it's a difficult thing to be able to do that day in, day out. So kudos to them, but terrible business was also done from like the ownership, not bringing in the proper player. But now you look at them, the signing they're bringing in. Omar Mamouche is there, Shirky, Reynolds, player. Now they're looking to bring in Rodrigo. They mean serious business. So now you have, listen, it's gonna be good for them. If they bring in Rodrigo, you have Foden, you have Shirky, Erling Haaland, Reynolds, Rodri. Okay, they will be up to something good. But good luck with that. If they can get it done, like I said, it would be absolutely brilliant for Man City and for Rodrigo. In fact, even for Madrid as well. They're gonna get 100 million. So that would be a very good deal to get done, right? But thank you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below from everything we discussed. Rodrigo going to Man City. What do you think about that? Chelsea agreeing personal terms with Simmons. Garnacho wanting Chelsea and Jackson up to Newcastle. Isak, Baleba. And every single thing we discussed. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think about it? Do you agree? Do you don't agree? What would you want to see at City? If you're a Madrid fan, do you think Rodrigo should leave, or do you think someone else like Vinicius should leave, or maybe Mbappe? You never know. But thank you guys, much appreciated. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Cheers.